welcome any time of the day or even during the night? Do locks give us a sense of security? Will locking the doors keep you and your family safe? Well, according to CNN.com, only 7% of Americans do not lock their doors at night before leaving the house. This is because it's usually a cultural norm to lock doors in our country due to all the crime and narcotic stuff that's happening in this country. It just makes people feel more secure. Alright? So let's run behind locked doors. What does that mean to me as a person? Usually, not just me, everybody. So when people lock their doors, they imagine images of terror. They don't want images of terror to enter their house. Fear of what could be on the outside, what could be waiting for them to come in. Also an image of the world and people held captive by terrors in minds, terrors of what might happen. So why I bring up all this background information is, are there doors that we lock in areas of our lives? Are there areas in our lives that we lock doors in which we don't invite anyone to? Maybe this could be purposely, it could be subconsciously, but everybody lives in fears, scars and hurts from past relationships. We all have broken dreams and similar experiences in life. I think that we stay behind these locked doors because of our fears that if we expose ourselves to the outside world, we'll become exposed, and we don't want people to reject us. We fear rejection. Okay. According to our passage today, how connecting it? The doors of the house where the disciples were locked for fear of the Jewish leaders.
No.
After all of it, after Peter and the beloved disciples had run to the tomb, after the risen Christ had appeared to Mary Magdalene in the garden, after she had come back to the disciples and told them the good news of Jesus' resurrection, the disciples gathered in a house behind locked doors, cowering in fear. They were afraid to look on the outside. John's gospel proclaims the Jews, which were the Jewish leaders for this. They were afraid of the Jewish leaders, as he blames the same group for many other things that take place, including the crucifixion, the unwillingness of Jesus' disciples, like Joseph of Arimathea, to make a public confession of faith in Jesus Christ. This anti-Judaism shown within this reflects a worsening conflict between the Jewish community and its members and former members who confess Jesus to be the Messiah. It's one of the difficult realities of early Christianity that has a long, pernicious history that continues to this present day. So, why am I bringing this up? All of the doors were locked. This is the key point I want you guys to take away. The key point is that the risen Christ appears to them, despite the doors being locked. He shows them his wounds, marks of the Spirit. This is John's version of giving the Holy Spirit. So also what happens is Jesus sends them out from that place, from the locked door, to be his missionaries, and gives them the power of the Holy Spirit to do all the things that he'd done in his ministry while he was with them. He sends them out saying, "As the Father has sent me, so I send you." One thing about the disciples that really boggles my mind is how the disciples were practically nobody before Jesus talked to them, but he transformed them into people that transform the world forever. So locked doors, I keep coming back to this point about locked doors. How the locked doors, the key point is that it couldn't prevent the appearance of Jesus Christ among the disciples. It couldn't keep him out. So the locked doors allowed them to focus inwardly and not think about the larger world and the larger significance of Jesus' resurrection and crucifixion. So as I was planning this, I was thinking, what about Grace's locked doors? What about them? What messages do our locked doors send to our? What message do our locked doors send to our neighbors and ourselves? What are we saying about who we are as God's people? Although there is no definite answer, it's important to talk or ask these rhetorical questions. So locked doors aren't just about physical matters. They can be a symbol. And many of us know that we have closed ourselves off to others. As a symbol for locked doors, The good news is that Jesus can break through these locked doors. That's a key point. Jesus can break through these locked doors no matter how much we lock them. In our heart, he can break through the locked doors of our hearts as easily and powerfully as he broke through the doors the disciples had locked. The good news here, the most important thing that I want you guys to take away from today, is the good news is that the risen Christ comes to us to offer us new life and new hope, and also offers us the power and possibility of sharing the good news of that new life and new hope to others as well. Amen.
Please rise to sing.